Every single year in Madden, there are topics that I'll touch here on the YouTube channel that are sure to incite some riots in the comments section. I just want to let you know that in order to teach you guys how to counter these types of things, I have to shine light on the fact that they exist to begin with. I've gotten probably 50 emails in the last 2 days from people asking me about the pump fake glitch. And I did put a tip out on my strategy website, gridirongameplans.gg, showing expressly how to counter this within zone coverage. I decided that I'm going to put this out absolutely free on the YouTube channel because you guys are awesome. You guys support me and allow me to do what I do. I just ask that you guys understand that I'm not here trying to make your lives harder. I'm trying to help make you guys understand why things are happening and how to counter it on the fly. And also this puts a little bit of a fire underneath EA's rear as it pertains countering these via patch. So we're going to get you guys figured out on all fronts here, understanding how it happens, why it happens, how to beat it. Let's get into it. Make sure you guys are subscribed right here to the channel. The pump fake glitch. Now, this is a thing that is going to work against any zone in the game. It doesn't matter if it's an outside third, an outside quarter, or a safety in a deep half. This is very, very difficult to defend. And it actually involves, a different timing on the pump fake than what we are used to. A lot of players are used to when you pump fake, just like spamming the button as quick as possible, but that doesn't actually make the DB bite. You see right here, when I go to throw this is actually intercepted. The DB never bites. What players are doing when they go to throw these pump fakes is they are actually doing a slower second tap on the button, meaning that they snap the ball, they hit the receiver's icon, and then they do it again late, and that makes the guy bite. And the problem is the only thing that can save you when you're in zone coverage is a shed via the pass rush. So you see right here in this example, we were able to get to the quarterback before he could throw the ball to the wide open receiver. But if you were to actually look in the background, you're going to see that that outside DB at the top of your screen definitely bid on the pump fake. So what a lot of players are doing again is they're just putting a player on a vertical route, and then they are basically going tap, tap instead of tap, tap. It's literally that timing. So it's tap, tap. And then that guy bites, and then they just throw a regular streak up top. So that is the glitch. This is going to work against cover 3. It's also going to work against cover 4 and cover 2. I'm going to show you guys both of those shells here just to prove that this is a thing. So here we are with a cover 4 defense. Take a look here. I'm going to throw this to X, tap, tap, and you see that the DB kind of bites on the pump fake. Now, fortunately for us, the safety on the inside quarter did not. So cover 4 kind of starting off, you're going to see that that's a decent shell to call, albeit it doesn't necessarily mean much. And I'm going to explain why here. But I'll be honest with you, it doesn't necessarily matter because sometimes you guys are going to be able to throw this when it's on the wide side of the field and that safety is not going to be able to get out there in time. So just kind of be advised, this is not a guarantee that you can just call cover 4 and hope that your safety will save you. But cover 4 is a decent start. Now, also for what it's worth, match coverage will bite on this as well. Let's go ahead and talk about how we're going to fix this. Let's go back to that first example where we're playing kind of a cover 3. So in the cover 3 defense, as you guys just saw, if we do the pump fake glitch, you will see that the guy bites. Okay, now again, the pass rush saved us here, but the problem with this, believe it or not, is actually the DB's location. So the DBs are much more likely to bite on a pump fake when they are stacked on the route, meaning over the top of the pattern. So you see right here in this deep zone, he's dropping, he's staying over the top. We do this pump fake. This causes him to bite back towards the throw because it's underneath of him on the pump fake. And this is what opens up the throw over the top once he gets this biting animation. Now take a look at this. What I'm about to do is I'm going to individually, well, I'm just going to press in general. Okay. So now with this example, and I'm going to spy the pass rush, what occurs is that this DB is now basically in phase with this receiver much sooner. He doesn't have to stay on top of the route stacking it. He gets into phase. Now when I go to do the tap tap, he's already underneath the route, which means that he's not going to bite back, which means he now is going to stay on top of the throw. Well, not really on top of the throw. He's going to be underneath the throw, which means he doesn't bite back because he's already there. And now all of a sudden you've removed that bite back animation. And this is going to occur on both sides of the field. So if I were to try this with Tyreek Hill here, you will notice the same thing. DB's on top of the route, so he bites. In the next example, you're going to see that he's going to be pressed, and this is going to make it so that when I do the pump fake, he has no need to do this because he's already low. So when I go to do the pump fake, he's not affected at all by this adjustment. Now, why is this super important to the current defensive meta? Why is it that everyone's starting to struggle with this particular defense right now in the game? Well, it's pretty simple, but please make sure you guys are subscribing right here to the Zan Madden YouTube channel. Before I tell you, I'm breaking down the meta, or in this case, the glitches in the game, showing you guys how to counter them, why they work, and what to expect when you guys are facing them. If you guys want to check out Gridiron game plans, I just mentioned that this is the type of content that goes on the website, showing you guys how to counter things. I did want to make sure I put this out for free because I feel like this is something everyone should learn how to counter. We don't want this running rampant in the community and everybody being frustrated and leaving our community. We obviously want EA to fix this. So make sure you guys go check out Gridiron as well. I put a lot of work over there, keeping you guys in a timely manner on top of the meta. You know, this is a pretty quick response on YouTube. The Gridiron folk got it sooner, and honestly, it might have stayed there if not for, you know, better judgment here with this coming out on YouTube. I wanted to make sure I take care of you guys as well because you're also so loyal to the channel. So right now in Madden, defense is basically the double safety walk down meta. We talk about how so many players are going to come out in this double safety go, and especially when the ball is on the right hash, they're going to walk their safeties down. If you guys don't know the right hash meta, yesterday's video would be a great video to go resource because I fully explain it. Well, in this particular context, they're setting up this blitz. Now, I'm not going to send the blitz just because we're going to focus on this, but the problem is this alignment has the DBs in off coverage. So what occurs is when we go out there on the field and they're playing this off coverage, cover 3 or cover 4 or whatever they change the coverage to, the pump fake is very, very viable. And you see here that I can now throw the ball over the top of it and it's up top for a 1-play score. Now, of course, with the mid blitz meta, it's kind of the same deal when you think about it. A lot of these cases, the DBs aren't rolled up into press. So this is going to be good against that blitz meta, but what it's not going to be good against is the regular cover 4. However, when you're a rolled up press coverage zone here with this, and you go to try to do the pump fake, you see that the guy does not actually end up falling for it. Now, there is a little bit of a nuance to this that I do want to share with you guys, and that is that outside receivers can run a fade or they can run a streak. The thing about the fade route that is so interesting is if you hit the left stick up, it's a fade. This actually creates lag between the zone that's dropping and the player running the vertical route. So sometimes what you'll notice is players will use fades, and that will allow you to then get the route where they will sometimes pump fake. You see right there to X, he didn't, but there will be also other times where if you actually know how to time this correctly, there will be, you know, occurrences where, you know, that outside guy in the deep quarter will drop back. And then if you go tap, tap, he will be able to, you know, bite on it. So what a lot of players are looking for is for that outside zone to drop and create depth over the top of the fade. So that's why they'll use the fade. So if you're noticing that this guy's getting 3, 4, 5 yards in front of the fade route, this is why he's biting on this. Okay. So keep that in the back of your mind as you play through. One thing that I do want to kind of encourage you guys to do is understand that outside quarters drop slower than outside thirds. So in a lot of cases, the funny thing that you'll notice with this is that faster wide receivers don't make this tip better. Slower ones do, because they take longer to get into their fade. So if you got Tyreek Hill or DK Metcalf or whatever, there's going to be times where they, you know, are able to be pump faked. But you see right there, DK, I tried to do the pump fake when I saw the DB kind of drop from that press alignment and get a little bit of distance away from him, and he didn't bite on it. But the funny thing is, and this will be a tell when you face it online, is that if you put a really slow player there, like let me go in and put in like my worst, slowest tight end. I actually don't really have one, but let me put in my slowest receiver, this Fayoko guy. I actually don't know how fast he is, but he's definitely my worst receiver. Just because I'm in a cover 3 and I'm pressed, sometimes when I use a fade on the outside, that will make it where that guy drops back far enough where he's pump fakeable. But you see right here, the pressed outside third, outside quarter is usually going to be enough to make it so the guy does not fall for this. And this is what I wanted to share with you guys. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I don't know if enjoy is the right word, but I hope that this helped you guys out. I know a lot of people are struggling with defending this. If you guys are facing the pump fake glitch, do not play off coverage outside deep zones. They will fall for the pump fake. roll them up into press coverage, whether it's, you know, pressing your coverage entirely or doing the individual coverage assignments. This will help you out significantly. Obviously, this is something in the middle of the field as well. Most players do it down the sideline. Man coverage is obviously great as well. So if you want to man routes up, the guy that's in man-to-man will not fall for the pump fake. But this is a way that you can stay in zone coverage, and I hope this helps you guys out. I'll catch you guys next week. Until then, this is Zan. Get the lab in. Good luck.